I told you the scientists from Butler, they dropped some of our samples off. But first, I just want to go over. Raise your hand if you know what an experiment is. Experiment. Okay. Emerson, what's an experiment?
It's like what they're trying to make and see what it does.
Trying to see what something does, making stuff. Abby, what's an experiment?
They make stuff and see what it makes.
See what makes? Okay. Maya, experiment?
An experiment is like when scientists dip 2 types of formula into one bottle and it sends a liquid or makes a big click sound.
Okay. I like what you said about the colors in the bottle. You guys are actually going to be doing something like that. I gotta show you guys this. The scientists from Butler, they sent this video over to, just watch. What's going on here? About water. What do you guys know about water? What do you guys know about water? Jose, what do you know about water?
You drink?
You do drink it. Ada, what can you tell me about water?
Water is kind of like ice, but you just gotta like put it like in the fridge or refrigerator, and then it will turn into ice.
Okay, I want you to remember what you said. Don't forget what you said. Ronnie, tell me about water.
It's healthy.
Can't beat that. Abby?
Water melts from ice and it makes water.
Remember that. Amy, what do you know about water?
Water can make different sizes.
Water can be different sizes? Okay. Emerson, tell us about water.
Water can be cold or warm.
Very true. Very true. Let me ask you guys this. Is water like this chair?
No.
It's not?
It can weigh more than
Why? What is this chair?
hard.
So
It's plastic.
plastic, hard. What can we call this? It's not soft. It's a
Rough.
it's hard. It's
A rock.
I'm looking for a certain word. Let me see something here. So it's water. We got this water. So if we take water and now water. You see that? How come the chair doesn't look like that? Like when I spin it around like that.
It can't move
It can't. This chair can't move.
unless you move it.
What?
That can move even by wind.
What do we call water? Like
Liquid.
Liquid. Everyone say liquid.
Liquid.
What is this?
Liquid.
No. I'm sorry. What is this?
Hard.
Hard. Chair. Water's liquid. What's the word I'm looking for? Plastic. Metal. Rough. Still. It starts with an S. Stall. Ada? Stale. Stone. Okay.
Has anyone got it live?
Raise your hand if you ever heard this word called solid.
I was going to say that.
Solid. Jonathan, what's solid?
It's something hard.
Something hard. Is water solid?
No.
No, water is.
Stone is solid.
What do we say water is?
Liquid.
And things that aren't liquid are
Solid.
solid. So,
I'm solid too.
Yes, everyone. A person.
what's the difference between a solid and a liquid? Jayla?
Liquid is not heavy and solid's heavy.
Solid's heavy. Okay. Emerson, what's another difference?
What was the question?
What's the difference between liquid and solid?
Liquid. You can move without your hands,
Liquid, you can move without your hands.
and solid, you have to move with your hands.
Okay. So you're saying?
Oh, I know.
Hey, go ahead. Tell me.
If people try to punch solid, it'll hurt their hand, but if they punch water, it'll just go through.
Okay.
That's different.
So what Emerson said we can move liquid without our hands. So I'm not touching the liquid, but it's still moving. If I move, I guess I gotta pick this up and move. But does this, when I shake this, does it look like that?
No.
Okay. So I talked to the scientists over at Butler, and the scientists. So we got K. No. What do you guys know? We got
Want to know?
what you want to know, and then when we send this back to the scientists, this is what we learn. So K. No. What do we know about water?
Liquid.
It's liquid. Okay. So we know water. We have liquid. Who else? Tell me something. Emerson.
Liquid ain't solid.
Liquid and solid?
Liquid isn't.
Liquid, we'll say not. Tell me something about water.
So, liquid does not turn into solid.
Okay. Okay. Put that up there. So liquid. I want you to remember that one, okay, Ada? Liquid. Everyone remember that. Liquid does not turn into solid. Let's all remember that. Let's all remember that, okay? What's one thing you want to learn about water?
How water is made, how ice is made, ice.
Okay.
Because ice is water.
How ice is made. Okay. Brian, tell me something you want to know.
Where do they make water?
Where do they make water? Okay. So, here's what I need you guys to do. The lab scientists from Butler, they got this sheet they asked us to fill out. And if you guys notice, there's 3 different stations we're gonna have here. We're gonna have a station over there at Abby. When you guys get back here to this station, hey guys, pay attention to this. This is important. We don't want to make a mess. You know, Mr. Perry's nice. He's let us he let the Butler people bring all this lab stuff in, but we don't want to make a mess. So hitting the bags and squeezing them, Jayla, and trying to open them. Let's make sure that these bags don't get open. Because what do you guys think of these bags get open? Where's the water? Is the water going to stay solid? It's going to liquefy everywhere. So let's just. Hey Abby, what does that water feel like?
It feels like ice.
Feels like ice? Okay.
Because it is frozen. Frozen water, you can't really touch it. And then solid water, you can touch it. Because that water is ice and this water is water.
Okay.
That water's frozen and this water isn't.
So which one is a liquid? Which one is a solid?
That one's solid and this one is liquid.
How'd you know that?
Because that one had ice in it. That's why it was so cold, and this one doesn't have ice.
How come when you shake that one, how come it doesn't shake like that one?
Because that one is not solid like this one. The solid makes noise, but the other one doesn't really make noise.
The difference is, the other one is solid, this one is liquid, and one's hard and one's not. It got put in a freezer and it got frozen, but that didn't, because it got put on something hot.
Because regular water is clear and solid water is white.
Maya, talk to us a little bit. Ice and water. What do you remember?
Ice is solid and water isn't.
Say that again.
Ice is solid and water is liquid.
Ice is solid and water is liquid. Everybody do this. Ice, solid. Ice, solid. Ice, solid. Water, liquid. Ice, solid. Ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Water, water, liquid. You know the ice, ice. So, one more time. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Water, water, liquid. So, what is water? What is water? Jayla, what's water? Huh? Liquid. Christopher, what is liquid? What is liquid? Is liquid hard? No. Is a solid hard?
No.
A solid? So, water is liquid, and ice is solid. What do we know about ice? Jonathan, what do you know about ice?
It's cold and hot.
It's cold and hard? Did you say cold and hot?
Hard.
Cold and hard? Amy, what do you know about ice?
It's hard.
It's hard. Okay. Abby, what do you know about ice?
Ice. Ice is hard and sometimes when you put it in the sun it melts.
When you put it in the sun, it melts. What does ice become when it melts?
It becomes water.
Ice becomes water when it melts. Wait a minute. Wait.
And water is ice.
If water is ice,
Ice is
but
water.
ice becomes water when it melts, how does water become ice?
Oh, it freezes.
Oh, it freezes.
In a freezer.
Justin, how does water become ice?
Freezer.
In the freezer? So, everybody say, freezing. Hey, freezing. Emerson. Freezing. So what is freezing? What does freezing do to water?
It freezes.
So, if water is a liquid, and then we freeze it, what does it become?
Ice.
Ice, but what is ice?
Ice is water.
Ice is, Jonathan?
Solid.
Solid.
Solid is soft solid is hard and liquid is soft.
What happens if you put a liquid in a cold place?
You'll freeze.
And what happens if you had a solid like ice cubes and you put fire to it?
It'll melt.
And what does it become?
Water or liquid.
Solid is different from liquid because solid is hard and liquid isn't.
Liquids are water, potion, and milk, and orange juice.
One time, let's do this. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Water, water, liquid. When you put water in a cold place.
It freezes and turns into ice, or it'll just be cold water.
What happens when you put a liquid in a cold place?
It'll freeze into a solid.
What happens when you take a liquid and you put it in a cold place?
It freezes
And why does it do that?
because the chilliness is making it freeze.
Okay. Watch this. This is really, really cool. That's all I got to say. This is really cool. Watch what happens. No, there's no volume to it. Just watch. That's why you gotta watch with your eyes. So he's pouring that ice. That ice melted, but now look what's happening. What's going on?
Ice sculpture. That is cool.
It's here. So we have a water bottle. What's happening?
They're putting in the freezer, I think.
Wow. It froze down.
So that water, that was a liquid. What did it just become? Solid. Watch again. It's water right now. But look, what's happening?
It's turning solid.
So it was water, and now it's turning into ice. It went from liquid to what is ice? Solid. Good. I got one more, guys. What's happening here? Shh, quiet. I need someone to tell me what's going on here.
It smells.
Quiet. Quiet, please, for 1 second. Everyone, look at this. Look what's happening there. So look what's happening there. What's going on here? Does this make anybody thirsty? I'm thirsty. What's happening to this ice? Jayla, what's happening to the ice? It's melting. And as it's melting, what's this down here?
Water.
Liquid.
So this is liquid. So when we have ice and we melt ice, ice is a solid, but when we melt it, it becomes a liquid. Really quickly, just when you melt something, when you turn ice, what's happening? Is it getting cold to the ice, or is it getting, what's happening to the ice?
Warmer.
It's getting warmer.
But
Okay.
it can still be
Okay.
cold once it stops melting.
You guys think it'll fill up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it will overfill.
Okay, I like what Emma said.
It might overflow. Because that much ice would went all the way to the top, then it will go way down. But liquid is smaller. And ice cubes are bigger.
Okay. Emerson, I like what you were just thinking
But
about.
if you have a lot of, if you win a bigger piece of ice cube to the ocean, the ocean will need it.
One more time, guys. One more time. One more time. You guys ready?
Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid.
Water, water, liquid. One more time. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Ice, ice, solid. Water, water, liquid. Okay, guys. Today we are gonna quiz test on this, but we're gonna have a fun test. We're getting the remotes out. But first, I need Jayla, Ronnie, Christopher, Jonathan. Go to your seats. I'm using technology in a number of different ways, but the best part is that I get to use it as my student assessment tool. The remotes and the style of giving the quiz at the end on the smartboard supports the students' learning because the majority of the lesson has been taught on the smartboard. Videos and visual photographs are great tools when teaching. Capturing student responses is also a great piece of technology that allows me to see where they are at with their learning. The smartboard also allows me to see what every student is picking for their answers during the test. Technology is a big part of my teaching because it allows me to be creative and think outside of the box. I planned this lesson in 2 days. The first included a hands-on experiment, and right before that, the mini lesson. The second day included videos and also songs and chants I used to help the students remember what is being taught. The assessment piece is also fun for the kids because it is a substitute for the pencil and paper version of assessment.
Difference? Well, solid is ice is solid, and ice is hard, and water is floppy.